What's going on, YouTube world of Pamper Gang? This is the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, Al, recording from Paradise. And please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you all like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. And also check out my Twitter and my Instagram accounts. Same name. I'm not going to go in details anymore. I told myself, now I'm not going to cut it short. The boy with the Pampers and the Toys, same name, I'm just playing. And, you know, I do upload frequently. I'm really, I just hate being a old, almost an OG when it comes to, you know, just technology now. We are, as known as Matrix, technology has been around for so long, but some of us are just learning new things to do, how to do certain type of, how can I say it, projects and specialties when it comes to videos and stuff and footage. So I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a gummy bear in my mind when it comes to things, but I'm getting there slowly. And also still want to talk about my girls here, Eileen and Miss Piggy are getting along very fine. They go to lunch all the time, and as you know, Eileen lost her shoes when it came to some type of altercation with Tiffany, and I had to let Tiffany go on leave, and she's not getting employment or food stamps. How y'all feeling, ladies? I just want to tell Eileen, it's the pig feast is not the best thing to eat, but you know, when we go to lunch, I'm not a fruit girl or vegetable. I'm more of a red meat girl. And Eileen's like, I see that, I see it. I just gotta, you know, talk about my girls real quick. We never not gonna talk, and Yoda's back there. Just being Yoda, being a wise man, letting the girls and Olive Oil is shaking it up. All right, so today's quick video, we're going to be talking about, it's going to be a McFarlane DC Multiverse Day. This figure's kind of old, and I'm going to talk about it still because he is one of my favorite characters in the DC Comics world, and that is Green Lantern. This is my first time having a Green Lantern actual figure in my DC Comics collections up here where I'm pointing at. So, real quick, I'm going to give you a brief history of what I know about not Green Lantern, oh Jesus, Green Arrow. I think I said Green Arrow. If I didn't, I apologize because I'm two different characters. I like Green Lantern too. They was in comic books together that I read in the past, so that's probably why I get their name mixed up. Okay, so Green Arrow, he's kind of like Hawkeye from the actual Marvel, the Marvel universe. But Green Arrow, you know, the story that I know of him in the comic books is that one of his employees, like, he was a big millionaire, spoiled brat. His parents left him a lot of money when they, you know, were deceased. And so, one of his employees who he trusted had basically shot him and left him to be unalive, but he washed up on the shore of an island. He ended up making an arrow, bow and arrow, and he was good. He took down a plane, I know that. He took down a plane, and basically, you know, this kind of humbled him, this situation happening, because betrayal is betrayal, and it's in the Matrix as well too. So he went back to his where he lived at and ended up, you know, becoming like I ain't gonna say a renegade, but he fought for justice and everything, and it made him have his mindset of not being so kind of narcissistic. I like using that word, narcissistic. And the Green Arrow, basically, this is what we know what he looked like right here with the goatee. It's not really blonde, but it's probably sandy blonde. His hair is. And I think this figure looks amazing. I can't wait to open it up and show you, gang. So let's get them open. And open. So, pretty exciting to have a first-time figure that you never had in line, honestly. So he does come with a card on the back of it, on the back of him. I'm going to get that open real quick. And I'll read off the card, too, to be fair. I just, you know, he didn't really have, like, I will say, superpowers to that effect. he mostly just shot his bow and arrow. He could see from afar. To my knowledge, I don't think he has superpowers. He can fight fist to fist combat, physical, but I don't think he was like one of them Superman type of heroes, you know, that had that power or something like that to that great effect. But let's read the back of the card. It comes with a trading card back here. And this is for Injustice 2. So data file. Real name is Oliver Queen. It's been a hard traveled road of the Emerald Archer as this Earth's Oliver Queen gave his life in the fight against the regime. Now as an alternative Earth, Ollie steps in to honor that sacrifice. He will join his wife. Oh, forgot. Black Carnegie is his love interest, so they didn't end up getting married. So he joined his wife, Black Carnegie, in Batman, the Crusaders, to set things right. So I forgot Black Carnegie was his strong love interest and ended up being his wife. But what's so crazy about Black Carnegie is that I know the Birds of a Prey, they mix a lot of things up together when it comes to these superheroes. You don't know if it's coming, going, scenario. I don't know, but we're not gonna get into that. So let's talk about the figure. You know me, I try to tell a story and make it make sense. Sometimes it's hard to make it make sense because DC Comics as well as Marvel don't really change the stories up too much, but they do change some stories, so I do get that part. Just saying, inquiring minds. So, with that being said, loud plastic. He does come with some arrows, and you know the arrows are all clean together, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all in the decoration of the action figure, and I think it was a good look as well. He does come with this nice little bow and arrow. I would have loved for this figure to have some loose arrows. I'm not saying like they would work, and I would have loved for this to be like a real string, but I get it. Not a real string, but something more stretchable than plastic, because that right there can break off real easy, so you got to be very careful. So, here is Green Arrow. The articulation is always a plus when it comes to the DC Comics figures. And this is one of the best looking Green Arrow figures I've saw in a long time. As you know, there was a show that came on Netflix years ago, and it was on the WB network. I really never watched it, to be honest with you. I can't say it was horrible or it was great, but a lot of people liked it. I know that back then. I know some of my friends I had back in that time, they were not friends no more, they liked it too. So what I'm so happy about this figure is that this shoulder pads right here doesn't stop the articulation of the arm moving up and down. I wish a lot of creators of these different figures can learn from McFarlane. McFarlane's really crafty game. So the face sculpt looks pretty amazing. I would have loved for a second head sculpt, because this figure I paid 20. Actually paid, no, I didn't pay 20. Actually back then I paid it was on sale at Walmart for like $16.98. They had it marked down, so I grabbed it. And he does have double jointed elbows. Not a fan of the pins, but hey, it is what it is. And see, this pin right here is like it's about to pop out. That's why I hate the pins. I said the pins. Pins. I'd rather have pinless elbows, but I get it. You gotta get what you get. As you can see, the gloves look painted on amazing as well. His hands are not like they're grip, but they're not super hard grip to where you can't put his arrow in, his bow and arrow in. He does have a pin on the back that you can put the actual arrows. So we're gonna try that. But you got to be careful because it looks like it's not loose, but if you hit one bump, it will fall off. So I think that they should have had a strap around the bow and arrows basket, but you know they didn't. They just made. Not gonna say they did horrible. This figure's not horrible at all. I think it looks actually great. And so articulation, he has pin double pin knees, and the boot cut ain't too bad at all. I would have loved for his legs to like raise up a little bit better than that. But you get what you pay for, and hey, it is what it is. The head sculpt, and it's not bad, but I would have preferred a second head sculpt, like without the mask, or maybe with a different expression. But it's cool for what it is. Um, DC now McFarlane, I keep saying DC. They they always come with this stance because at least they aware that their product is not going to fully stand up, and that's the plus part about it. So as you can see, I got him holding his bow and arrow so everybody can see it up close and personal. Um, he's not going to stand on his own, so you really would need this stand. And I got plenty of them in my little tote full of accessories for the, definitely for the, for my DC Comic past figures and all of that. See, I would have loved for him to actually like have a loose arrow to hold right here in his hand. That would have been a plus, and but they didn't do that. I think he's painted on real well, but I guess I'm a fan of the old school, and I can't really compare and contrast him to other Green Arrow figures because it's the only one I have. And I know I'm saying this is one of my favorite heroes. I just never really bothered. I guess I'm one of them people where I go in the store, I order something. If I see it in front of me, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. So with this, he was marked down. So I wish I would have had more Green Arrow figures, but my DC Comics collection has went up a little bit. So I am proud of myself on that. So as you can see, the boots right here, they sculpt them on pretty well. I just again hate that the DC comic figures, a lot of them can't stand up on their own. Like this one, he definitely can't stand up on his own. I get it, he has the stance, but I'm gonna take off some points because his feet should have been articulated a little better than that, to where he should be able to stand up without the stance. To be honest with you, like he can stand up just a little bit, but not a lot. So, what else can I say about him? I would have loved for his hair to be a little bit more blonder, just a little bit more blonde on the hair scope and the beard, because we know Green Arrow. It's so easy to say Green Lantern. I don't know why, but Green Arrow, he has a little bit blonde. On the comics I read over the years, and I read plenty of them, he had a pretty blondish hair. So, what else? I would have loved for these knives, these little dagger things right here, to be loosely where he could hold. These are, I think they're part of his arrows or something like that to a degree, but they didn't. So, and the belts were painted on pretty amazing. The costume looks amazing itself, but I would have loved for it to be a little bit limer green color. But I guess they went off by what was on the TV show back then. I don't know if Green Arrow's TV show still comes on. But definitely I give this figure I give it a 9.5 out of a 10. I just took off points because he doesn't stand up on his own. And then they could have hit a second head sculpt. The arrows could have been a little loosely instead of just a big old bundle of plastic. And I'm not angry about that. I'm upset. I just had to take off my points for that. This is an older figure that came out in 2020. I think it was 2022, so it's probably like a year and a half old, I'm gonna say. But I'm glad to have them added to the family collection. So there is your Green Arrow, everybody. Your Green Arrow action figure. I would like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. And also follow my Instagram and my Twitter account, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. I would love to have my friends on YouTube as my followers on Twitter and Instagram. And I thank you all for your love and support. Me and the Green Arrow got to meet Green Lantern to get this name change thing going. So everyone have a great day. I keep saying Green Lantern, Lord.